to watch the future of hockey today. Thousands of live games at your fingertips all season long. Watch your team or every team on your phone, tablet, or television. Head over to watch.chl.ca or download CHL TV from the App Store today.
Welcome back into the hangar where the Moose Jaw Warriors are celebrating a 4-1 victory over the Winnipeg Ice here tonight. A big early season victory for the Moose Jaw Warriors after losing out in the second round of the WHL playoffs to Winnipeg. Moose Jaw gets a little bit of revenge and gets takes the first meeting between these two teams in the regular season. And it was a game where neither team really got going offensively like you could see these two teams doing, but the Warriors capitalize on their chances, get some good goaltending, and play some good defense against a strong offensive team for the Winnipeg Ice to come away with the 4-1 victory here tonight. Braden Yeager gets a pair of goals. Connor Unger makes 26 saves, and the Warriors skate to the 4-1 win. Let's take a look at the game scoring summary here to kick off the post-game show. Atlee Calvert opened the scoring in that first period. He gets his fourth of the season late in that opening frame at 17:39. That made it 1-0 for the Warriors heading into the first intermission. But early in the second period, Matthew Savoy pots his first of the season. The Buffalo Sabres first-round pick scores at 5:48 in the second period and makes it a 1-1 game. But Braden Yeager responds for the Warriors. Nice give and go with Jagger Firkus. It was just over 5 minutes to play in that second period. Braden Yeager's second of the season makes it a 2-1 game going into the third. The Winnipeg Ice put a lot of pressure on the Warriors, get 10 shots in the third period, but Connor Unger stands tall. And then midway through the frame, the Warriors get a little insurance. Denton Matejchuk, his first of the season, gets the puck on the wing, breaks towards the net, and beats the Winnipeg goaltender midway through the period to make it a 3-1 game. Then Braden Yeager fires one into the empty net with just 54 seconds remaining for his third of the season, second of the night, and that made it a 4-1 victory for the Moose Jaw Warriors. As I said, 26 saves for Connor Unger in this one. 27-27 were the shots. Moose Jaw outshot Winnipeg 10-7 in the first, 11-10 in the second. Then Winnipeg outshoots Moose Jaw 10-6 in that third period. So fairly even game on the shot clock. I think a fairly even game overall. Warriors just capitalize on their chances to come away with the win in this one. Big victory here for the Moose Jaw Warriors. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of power plays in this game. One power play opportunity each for both teams. Moose Jaw's Winnipeg's power play end of the first period, early second period, and then Warriors early in the second period. Then from then on, the refs just let them play, and one power play each for both sides here tonight. So the Warriors come away with the 4-1 victory over the Winnipeg Ice. Let's take a look at the three stars of the hockey game. And the third star, Matthew Savoy, his first goal of the season for the Winnipeg Ice. He's your third star here tonight. Second star, Connor Unger, who's been stellar for the Moose Jaw Warriors so far this season. 4-0 record. He makes 26 saves here tonight and improves his record to 4-0. A 255 goals against average and a 930 save percentage so far this year for Connor Unger. So great start to the season for the 20-year-old netminder. He has been lights out for the Moose Jaw Warriors. And Braden Yeager, he's the team's leading scorer. He gets 2 goals here tonight. Finishes with now has 3 goals and 9 points on the season through 6 games for Braden Yeager. So great start to the season for the Moose Jaw Warriors. Draft eligible 17-year-old star with a great start here in this campaign. We're going to wait and catch up with Warriors head coach Marc OLeary here in just a little bit. But before we do that, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 9 games in total here in the Western Hockey League. It's a busy night around the league. It's a tight one now in Regina. Regina up 4-1 in this game. Swift Current has now scored twice in the third period, cut the lead down to 4-3. There's just under a minute to play in that one, so we'll see if Regina can hold on for the victory against the Swift Current Broncos. Tight one there in the Queen City. Over in Lethbridge, the Hurricanes have a 3-1 lead on the Prince Albert Raiders. That game late in the third period as well. In Red Deer, they are tied with the Calgary Hitmen. Wright scores in the third period to tie that one up. They're late in the third period as well. We'll see if that game heads to overtime with Red Deer and Calgary knotted up at 2. Portland has a 3-1 lead on the Medicine Hat Tigers. It's actually 3-2 now. Drover gets a late goal for Medicine Hat. It is 3-2 with a minute 52 to play there in the third period in Portland. So see how that one plays out. A lot of tight games here so far around the league. Moving over to Everett and Prince George. Everett up 5-3 in that one. 2 goals in the first period. The difference, each team scoring 3 times in the second period of that hockey game. 5 minutes to play in the third period there in Everett. The defending WHL champions are taking one on the chin in Kennewick. 4 goals in the first period for Tri-City. They lead 7-1 after 2 periods against the defending champion Oil Kings. So tough one there so far tonight. The Kamloops Blazers have a 2-1 lead on the Victoria Royals. That game late in the second period. And the Seattle Thunderbirds are up 2-1 late in the second period on Vancouver. So that does it for our out-of-town scoreboard. Let's now head down to the Warriors locker room where head coach Marc OLeary is joining us. And Coach, before this game we talked about this potentially being a measuring stick game for the Warriors. You come away with the victory. How did you feel this team measured up here against the Winnipeg Ice tonight?
Well, I think I'm real proud of the guys tonight. I thought they had a real good game start to finish. I thought we managed pucks much better overall tonight. And, I know that Winnipeg had their looks off the rush, but I think for the most part we did a pretty good job coming back through the middle to make sure that those opportunities were one and done, and we were in good spots there to help out Connor when we had to.
It seemed like there was a feeling out process early in this game, and then once that Atlee Calvert goal happened, it seemed like your team really kind of started to feel itself as the game went on.
Yeah, I think that one gave us a little bit of confidence. And, obviously we know who we're playing against. It's a real good team. In the early going here, they're ranked number 1 in the country for a reason. It's deserved. They're a good team, but I think for us to get on the board right off the hop there and get a little something good going for us early on, I think it helped give a little bit of confidence to the whole group.
Defensively, you mentioned limiting chances for Winnipeg. It seemed like the team had really good sticks and were able to get in lanes really well here tonight.
Yeah, the sticks in lanes was real important, but we had guys with some real big shot blocks, especially near the end there too. Guys like Robert Bacco, Martin Rice-Savvy, and company did a real good job of getting big in front of shots, and at the end of the day that takes courage, and that's what it's going to take to win, especially against a team like Winnipeg.
How much is it going to take some extra effort now going up to Saskatoon for an afternoon game tomorrow against the Blades? What do you guys have to do to have success up there in the Bridge City?
Well, similar things we talked about tonight. I think we can continue to improve in the puck management area, just making better decisions through the neutral zone, and again with smart depth and making sure nobody gets in behind us. That'll be a great place to start. But we know Saskatoon's going to be a hungry game. Are a hungry team to make up from last time we played them, and it should be fun. I like afternoon games. I know our group does too, so we'll be ready to go.
Well, good luck up in Saskatoon, and congratulations on the win.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks again to Warriors head coach Marc OLeary for joining us here after tonight's game. A big 4-1 victory for the Moose Jaw Warriors over the Winnipeg Ice. The Warriors head up to Saskatoon tomorrow night to take on the Saskatoon Blades. You can catch all that action on WHL Live as well as Country 100. And then the Warriors get the week off. They'll be back on the ice on Friday and Saturday here at the Hangar. They take on the Red Deer Rebels and Lethbridge Hurricanes, 2 Central Division foes coming into Moose Jaw for the first time this season. You can get tickets to those games at mjwarriors.ca, and you can catch us here on the IKS IKS pregame and postgame shows on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, as well as WHL Live. Thank you for tuning in here tonight here on IKS Media Warriors Live.